Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, we're going to talk about Ethereum. We're basically going to talk about the whole crypto market cap, okay? So, BTC current price just about 10.5. It is looking to break 10,500 range, and bulls could possibly find support at 10K, but we're going to talk about all of that, okay? So we're also going to talk about a few, DeFi coins. Looking very bad, like Wi-Fi looking very bad, CRV looking very bad, Uniswap also looking to dump furthermore. So we're gonna take a look at these coins. All right, so if you have any question about any coins, just let me put it in a chat room so I can take a look at it later on. All right, so let's take a look at a BTC before we get started. As you know, market is looking very aggressive as of now, especially bears, right? Volatility could be all over the place for the month of October, so it is something like we just gotta bear in mind, like not try to be not try to do any too much in and out. All right, so as I said it previously, best thing to do is just take a position, sit tight, relax, and then try to enjoy the ride. All right, so the only thing green right now is like Tether, like 5% up, right? But everything else is red. CRV almost like 10% down. Sushi is like dumping massively. I don't know why people are not shorting this cycle, right? Wi-Fi, we basically shorting it like right at 21,000. Like when I woke up this morning, I saw it like right around like 21,000 as support, but I didn't want to basically shorted it, right? I waited like basically till we basically break the support area. Let's take a look at it. So we broke the support area right there, just about like 19 to 21, 19 to 20,000, and you can see like it is dumping massively, and we could be looking for like almost 14 to $15,000 range, right? So, and this boy was like almost $40,000, like not even like 30 days ago, right? So now it is just about like less than 20,000. So it is a massive downtrend, right? So now let's take a look at BTC. So BTC, if you guys watch our previous analysis regarding BTC making this corrective wave, so it is just corrective as of now. We haven't seen like an impulse wave since like the move we got from 12K right there. So everything else is just a sideways correction. We got this impulse move, right? So we took a long right there, we took it to the upside, flip it short, take it to the downside, basically took profit and then waited to the upside. Okay, so it pumped to the upside again, we basically dump it right there. So we're still looking for BTC to retest low 10K, right? So let's see if the bulls gonna be gonna give up within the next few hours, right? To try to let bears try to retest the low 10K area, and we're going to take a look at it afterward, right? So let's remove everything and take a look at the 6 hour. So if you take a look at 6 hour time frame, the move we got on Friday, right? I think this move was on the first, right? It was pretty impulsive, right? And everything else is just corrective, so you might not see it on a higher time frame, but it is just a correction. I wouldn't be too bullish like right now, at least until we retest like low 10K. Okay, try to see if the bears gonna respect the triangular formation right there, right? So even if they break this level, it means like a bear is not going to respect the triangular formation. They're going to basically look for this possible double bottom all the way down to like a 98 to basically 98 to 10K. And we talk about 98 to 10K, which is basically weekly excuse me, which is basically a weekly 21 EMA. We're going to take a look at the weekly time frame. So let's just keep that in mind. All right, the overall trend is downward. I haven't seen anything bullish so far, right? Because we haven't retested 10K, first thing first, and second of all, I haven't seen like a big buying pressure, you know, to create some upward momentum. Okay, prices BTC since like mid August, right? It is still making these lower highs. Okay, so you can see like these lower highs. Okay, we're starting to make some high lows, right? But I wouldn't be too bullish with these high lows because due to market volatility, you can easily lose your high lows, right? And retest like a 98. So, and you're gonna be like, oops, I'm gonna have to wait for another basically setup to be bullish, because I wouldn't be bullish even if we retest like 96, fill the gap. I wouldn't be right away bullish. You want to wait for market to pump back up, drop back down, retest it, probably hit your stop loss, something like that, or some other moon boy stop losses, right? And then you're gonna wait for another reversal to the upside. But as of now, I wouldn't be basically same thing as we got right there. Okay, this type of setup, right? That's what you want to wait for. But as of now, I wouldn't be too bullish on the overall chart, right? Since like mid-August, the pressure is to the downside. So I would just respect the pressure and not try to go against the market. It is easier to basically go with the with the friction and basically get easy gains when you go with the flow. But if you try to go with the against the flow and trying to be smart, right, and trying to beat the market, most likely you're gonna face like some tough challenges trying to beat the market like that, right? It's not gonna be easy. That's what I basically did the whole month of September. Just go with the flow, right? Go with the flow, not try to fight against the trend, right? We dumped down to 10K. Bears started to be aggressive, right? Saying, oh, we're gonna dump down to 96, fill the gap. I was like, guys, you don't need to do anything. Just take the long and wait back up at 11, right? At 11, we dump it down. And we said, what? Let's take profits, right? Because we can make a three-way move pullback up to this range, right? 10.9. We hit 10.960. We took a short right there, okay? I didn't even take a position right there. So by the time I sent my basically setup, BC was right there. I know most people wanted to basically take a position right there. I did not, okay? I'm like, it is moving sideways. Let's just wait, because we can still hit like 0.786 right there, right? So as soon as we hit, before even we hit 0.786, because I know it was moving sideways at 0.618, right? So it could easily give you a fake out and hit basically 0.786. That's why I waited. So I think that was like last weekend. It was very boring, but if you take a position right there, you're gonna have a very long weekend, right? Because whenever BC pump like 1%, you're gonna be panicking. If dumps 1%, you're gonna be like, oh man, we're dumping, and blah blah blah. But I waited until we get the breakout, right? Sunday, like Sunday night, whatever, right? As soon as we got the breakout, I sent my setup and say, guys, let's just start shorting right there. Okay, so you short it right there, basically buying, bang, and then bang, right? So it is very clean, okay? Nothing crazy for the month of September. Just sideways correction, okay? Sideways correction. So if you've been basically following many analysts, they've been telling you like, oh, BC is ready to dump. BC is ready to dump. Most people don't understand like when market is moving sideways. All right, no dumping. It's just moving sideways. So that's one of the reasons. At the same time, I did not try to upload videos every single day. For the month of September, because nothing was going on. Right? I told you let's long it. I told you let's dump it, and I told you take profit right there because we can pump right there. Only 3 updates. All 3 of them spot on. Okay, all 3 of them spot on. But if you just I don't know what other analysts been thinking, calling for pump and dump and all of that good stuff, when market did not basically move. Even like the average price for the whole month of September, BC is right at average price. Okay, so you take a look at it right now. Okay, you like that's 6%. And 6%. So average price over the last 30 days, same thing. So if you've been jumping too much in and out, if you've been doing too much in and out, you would have lost a lot of money and you're going to be panicking whenever BTC dumps 2% or 3%. You're going to be panicking. But if you just take a position at 10.5, like the first week of September, you're still going to be break even. It doesn't matter if you short it. It doesn't matter if you basically long, right? You're still going to be at break even, right? So regardless basically of your position, Tether is going to be a crazy massive fight against a fraud. All right, let's take a look at the higher time frame now. So now let's take a look at basically 12-hour. Let me check my EMAs, right? Actually, we did not even talk about MACD and all of that good stuff. We're gonna talk about it later on during the live stream, right? So 12-hour basically being very aggressive in terms of volume, right? As you can see, we got rejected pretty hard, right there, just about like a 10.9, right? So double tap at 10.9, you know, basically hit 10.4. As I said on my previous update, we needed to basically break 10.4 and basically 10.354. We did not break it, so we basically just making another bull flag right there. So sort of bull flag, you can call it bull flag, right? Because price, you know, on a 12-hour reversed nicely with a nice volume, moving sideways. We got the 211 EMA. As you can see, 211 EMA was like a massive support, but you know, we did short above it. I did not try to short on the 211 EMA. I was very bad at shorting at the 211 EMA on the 6-hour and 12-hour on Monero. So I did not basically want to short at the 211 EMA on BTC. So I just waited till we basically broke out and then took the short. So the good thing is, like, for the bulls, it's like you got a support level. You just have to respect it and not let price dip below it. If like we dip below it, it could look very nasty over the next few days and so on, right? So let's just keep that in mind. I know we just got like some bad news regarding BitMEX, right, and all that good stuff. So but I don't think like this move has anything to do with the news. Yes, the news basically just, it is a catalyst, but we're not waiting for the news to basically take a position. I don't talk about news in my, you know, when I'm doing my charting. I don't wait for news. I don't hope for bad news. I don't hope for good news. Okay, I just, you know, trade the market and, you know, analyze the chart as I see it, right, and not try to wait for a bad news for BTC to dump, right? Just like the dump we talk about right there. This dump we called it like before even like the COVID-19, we call this dump. Okay, we're basically gonna dump 50 to 60%. It did that exactly. So, and we basically doing the same thing, right? So if we take a look at the higher time frame, let's take a look at the 2-day chart, right? If you take a look at the 2-day chart, as we said it previously, right? 2-day or 3-day. 3-day looks better because it is more bearish, right? The 2-day is not that bearish because you can see, like, you know, we could easily jump back above the 211 EMA, but on the 3-day chart, we could easily, okay, guys, let it go down right there, down to the 100 EMA, which is like 9,500. And if you pay attention to 9,500, you can see like it is right around this area, okay, and we got a gap at 96. So that's the next level I'm gonna be looking at, right, after we basically hit my target at 10K. As most bulls saying right now, we're not gonna break 10K, so we just have to be cautious. Then at 10K, we're gonna take profits, right, and watch. Okay, it could be like a 4-hour, 2-hour time frame for consolidation and all of that good stuff before the continuation, you know, the continuation downtrend. So I'm not gonna anticipate right now take profit at 96, right, or short again at 10K, but I will take profits at 10K, right, and basically analyze the market. But the market doesn't care about my strategy, right? Market can dump all the way down to 92 or 96 level, right, this area. So but I just have to follow my strategy, take profits, and wait for market to basically try to consolidate at 10K to 98, and then I can basically re-enter and take it to the downside, right? That's what I'm looking at, okay? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm basically waiting for. If you're bullish, I mean, I don't see anything bullish right now. I'm not saying it's not going to go up. I'm not saying it, but all I'm saying is, according to, the way I'm analyzing the chart, I don't see much of a bullishness, right? So I know I said it back in December, and this sucker pump all the way up to 10.5. So I'm trying to be cautious right now, saying I don't see nothing bullish about BTC, all right? So, but let's see how it goes, all right? Nothing wrong about being bullish, but 45 days of downtrend, price is below the 220 EMA on 2-day chart, on 3-day chart. We're looking to break the weekly 220 EMA. Everything is basically calling for some further move to the downside, right? As you can see, so weekly 220 EMA, just about like a 10-2, right? So that's why I'm saying like we just have to take profits at low 10K. Okay, we can't even close this weekly candle right at 10.2. That'd be beautiful. Okay, if like we can close the weekly candle at 10K or even 10.2, it is going to be beautiful. Okay, because you could anticipate some bear flag right there. As soon as the weekly candle open, we could get a nice pump back up to 10.3, and then you can just anticipate it and dump this sucker all the way down to like a 95, 96 or so on, right? It could drop lower, but all I'm saying is we got a support right there. I just showed you that area, okay? 95 to 96 area. So we just have to respect it and see what market is going to do next, right? So, hey, what's up, Tyler? I'm short Ether. Yes, Ether. I showed you. We talked about Ether since last week. Okay, we said short that sucker at 360, up to 360, and we can even dump it all the way down to 250. Okay, I got a big target for Ether, so let's see, right? DOT. Yes, I'm also short on DOT. I love these DeFi projects, so they pretty volatile. Okay, DOT, Uniswap, LEND. I've been trading them hard like over the last few days. BNB, we took a short on BNB right around 28.75, right? And target was like 25.5, 25.6, and we hit that target like on Friday. Hey, what's up, Emery? So basically, guys, we talk about the weekly. We're gonna take a look at Ether and the DeFi coins later on. All right. So now let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So monthly time frame, not looking that bad for the bulls, right? They could make a solid argument, right? It's not that bearish. Okay, it is, it is just moving sideways. You can see like back in like a June, the monthly was red, but we pumped bigly to the upside, right? They could make that argument because that's a higher time frame, right? But what I'm looking for, since I'm bearish on the monthly time frame, I don't think bears going to be strong enough to drop it down to the 200 EMA on the monthly, right? I don't think they will, but they could. Okay, it's not like it's not 100% guaranteed they're not gonna do it. But all I'm saying is, if we get a nasty drop, we could see a temporary support on the monthly basis now. Okay, at 8,700. Okay, which is like the monthly 201 EMA. That's what I'm looking for, at least within the next few weeks and so on, right? So monthly, we needed to close above like a 10.8. We did not. So it's not a big deal because it affected, it affects the quarterly chart. The reason why we needed to close above 10.8 because we needed the quarterly to close above 10.8. Okay, over the last few months we weren't able to close above 10.8, right? That's why. So now let's take a look at the quarterly chart right there. Okay, so as you can see right there, we did not close above 10.8. Okay, we did not close above 10.8. It wasn't, it is a big deal. Okay, it is a big deal. We got rejected right there at 14K on the quarterly chart. We did not close. All right, you can see the very next quarter, even though we pumped all the way back up to 13, got rejected, did not close above this 10.8, right? We actually tried to retest it like multiple times, guys, like October, January, April, and basically July, last quarter got rejected. So it is just telling me like the trend could be reversing. All right, if you get rejected like almost like, I would say like 6-7 times, right, you just have to take a break, right? You just have to take a break and try to retest like the 21 EMA on a quarterly basis, which is almost around like 6K. I'm not saying we're gonna do it this quarter because it could take like 6 months, guys, to drop down to like a 6K. So not saying it will, but it could take forever to drop down to like a low 6K area. So let's just keep that in mind, right? Let's keep that in mind. Golden XRP. Now I'm going to take a look at Ether next first. All right. So basically, let's take a look at the macro view next. Okay. The macro view, we basically did talk about BTC regarding our WXY correction, right? And we said we got a W, right? We're going to look for this X, right? And we're going to look for this Y correction down. Okay, so that's what we're looking for right now. We're looking for this three-way move on the macro view. It could take forever. Once again, it could take another 18 to basically 2 years, guys, to see these these low numbers. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. The next drop, but one thing you just have to keep in mind, I'm very bearish. However, once we drop down to the low 3K area, forget about bear market and all of that good stuff, right? It is going to be a very good level to buy. Don't even wait for like a $1,000, $1,500 and all of that good stuff. I'm saying it. I said it right there when Bits was 10.5. I was like 42 to 55. Buy all you can. Okay, if you want to basically do some in and out, you can basically trade the in and out, right? But the macro scale, do not sell all the BTC you buy on the macro scale, because the next stop going to be 10 to 12. I said it clearly, guys. So if you've been following, you know what I'm talking about, right? So once again, if like we retest the low 3K, yes, we could easily break it. However, that's going to be a very good level to be buying, especially low 3K. Can it drop lower? It could, right? But it could just be some noise, right? It could just be a noise, and don't worry about like basically dropping down to 25 or 2K and all of that good stuff. Don't worry about it, because next move to the upside, guys, we're going to 14K. Okay, we're going to 14K. I don't know if like we're gonna get it in 2021 or 2022, but all I'm saying is, once again, do not be too bearish once we hit 3K. Okay, if we keep dropping, just buy the dip. Not financial advice, but if we keep dropping, just buy the dip and don't worry about like anything else. All right, don't worry about anything else. So pump the likes. Thanks a lot, guys. So if you enjoy the content, we got 28 watching. If you like the content, just hit the likes, subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification also, so you can get all my updates, right? Join the public Telegram group, link in the description. If you're looking to join the public Telegram group, make sure to just send me a private message, and I'm gonna send you all the informations. Right. So guys, now let's take a look at the let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. So guys, I wouldn't be too bullish on alt. I know most of you guys are looking for like a 10%, 15% and all of that good stuff, but I would just be very, very cautious with alt, right? Be very, very cautious. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but all I'm saying is try to save some cash or some BTC on a sideline, right? So you can buy the alt. It's not, you guys know when it's alt season, I'm always giving target to the upside, right? But since mid-August, right, the momentum is downward, right? Low highs, lower lows. You know, if I tell you like something gonna go up, you know, it's just like trying to fool you. I'm not gonna try to fool you, right? But right now, the alt momentum is downward as I'm speaking right now. Can it change like next week, the week after? It could, but as of now, as we speaking, the alt season is not on yet. Okay, so let's just not try to rush the market. Be patient, right? Back in June, I told you guys buy alt, right? July, I keep saying buy, all right? But you can see like September, I didn't talk about alt at all. Okay, I did not talk late first week of September before the dump. Yes, I got some alt setups, right? But after that, I did not mention any alt because I was, you know, I wasn't comfortable with the alt, you know, the way alt was dropping. And at the same time, if you basically join our trial later, you know, late August, I sent you guys multiple warnings, and I said try to stay in cash. Okay, these, you know, market not gonna pump forever, so try to save as much BTC and cash as you can, right? So in these warnings I was giving you guys, most of you guys are short-term traders, like, you know, 24 hours, 48 hours. Okay, market pump 10%, you're happy and all of that good stuff, right? But you just have to be careful because when market drops like a lot, they tend to reverse, and when they reverse like aggressively, like short term, like 15-20%, right? But it is just, they just reversing to make a you know, lower high. So if you don't understand what's going on, after market pump 10%, you're gonna be buying, and you might be buying the top. And I really don't want to be buying like a you know, downward. I don't want to be buying on a downward momentum, right? So let's just keep that in mind, right? So let's take a look at Ethereum on the higher time frame. So Ethereum, we could even start with the 21-day chart. I don't usually use it much on Ethereum, mostly use it on BTC. But even if I use it on Ethereum, you can see like we're on a bear flag right now. Okay, we're on a bear flag. We got a beautiful engulfing candle. It did not basically close below the previous month open, right? But it basically took out the previous month low, right? Took out the previous you know, 3 weeks low. So it is basically a, you know, a reversal candle. Okay, you basically took out the high and took out the low. That's pretty bearish. Okay, and the volume basically confirmed the bearishness, and we're moving sideways over the last 6 weeks. So if you've been trying to do too much in and out with Ethereum, you're gonna get very confused. You're gonna get very confused, and you know, market gonna basically give you a very challenging time over these short period of time, right? So let's just keep that in mind. We already got a reversal pattern, which is like a 3 weeks bearish engulfing candle right there. We got one right there, and you can see, right? You can see like, you know, we got one like back in July 2019, when I was saying like Ethereum gonna drop all the way down to $80. Okay, I was saying it back in July, August 2019, and we did that exactly right there after we got this you know, shooting star right there, this reversal pattern. I was saying, okay guys, let's start looking for Ethereum to drop all the way down to, you know, $100 to $80. Now we're getting another bearish setup again, right? So, and you can see also, if you go back in 2018, right, May 2018, the first week of May, what happened first week of May for alt? Okay, most of you guys remember first week of May, everything dumped, bang. All right, everything dumped, right? So we're getting the same setup again, guys, right there. Okay, we're getting the same exact setup. So now let's take a look at Ethereum on a weekly basis. So Ethereum on a weekly basis, you could, if you're bullish, right, nothing wrong with it to be bullish, right? You could still stay bullish, right, until we break the weekly 200 EMA. But looking at like the higher time frame, I'm already 70 to 75% bearish on Ethereum. So, and if we break the weekly 200 EMA, I'm gonna be like 85% bearish on Ethereum. So it is something that we just have to keep in mind, right? Volume is pretty aggressive. You can see like the weekly volume pretty aggressive, bang, okay? And you can see like on a weekly basis, lower volume, higher prices, right? After a big, a big aggressive downtrend, price tried to reverse for like a 15 days, 15 days. But guess what happened next? Bang, okay? Weekly 200 EMA supported the price. Most likely we're going to retest it sometime within the next few days, okay? Which is just about like a 316 area. So if you watch my previous analysis, we talked about 316 for Ethereum, right? Short term. So now let's take a look at something else. Not you. So we're going to take a look at my favorite moving average for Ethereum. So the weekly 25 MA, this purple line, it is a very constant moving average for Ethereum. All right, I only use it for Ethereum once again. All right, I don't use it for anything else. So that's the setup I was looking for Ethereum. So if you take a look at the weekly 25 MA, so if like you back test it like since like 2015, you can see like whenever we aggressively pump above it and try win the race, right there you can see like price just pump, right, all the way up to 1500. We actually never closed below it during the bull market, from like January 2017 all the way up to basically January 2018, right? We broke it like March, something like that, right? In May, that's when we retested it, and I just showed you what happened back in May 2018, right? We got a 3 weeks body candle closing bearishly, all right? So, and that's the same candle right there, right? Got rejected by the weekly 25 MA, right? So, and as you can see right there, February before the BTC pump, we push above it, pump above it nicely, bang, broke below it, bang, okay? So, and whenever we pump above it, I'm very confident, okay? If we break this range, guys, this $300 and so on, we could be on a downtrend for a very long time. Okay, a very long time could be very subjective. Okay, it could be like if you're very bullish, it might be like a 3 weeks for you. If you're very bearish, it might be like a 3 month, right? So but if we break this level of $300 range, right, which is like 316 to $300, because 316 we just talked about it, it is like the weekly 21 MA. 304, it is the weekly 25 MA. If we break it, we could easily guys look for 250 area, 250 to 270, and 250, it is basically our 382 pullback, which is right there. Which is right there, okay, the yellow line. It is going to be a 382 pullback, and 50% pullback going to be 200, but I don't want to focus too much on the 50% pullback unless we capitulate. If like we capitulate, we can basically focus on it. But next temporary support for Ethereum, it is going to be 270 to 250. All right. So, but you're gonna be you're gonna see you're gonna see a lot of moon boys gonna be calling for $10,000 Ethereum and all of that good stuff. I told you, whenever you see those numbers, best thing to do, stay on the sidelines. because it means like you know, you're gonna buy it much cheaper, right? So let's just keep that in mind. So now let's take a look at Ethereum on a lower degree. So Ethereum on a lower degree, I don't need you anymore. Let's do this. So on a lower degree, we could easily make a descending triangle formation right there. Okay, so that's what I'm anticipating for Ethereum, right? So as you guys remember, when Ethereum was like a, you know, 380, 384, 385 range, target for Ethereum was like 327, right? We even dipped all the way down to like 314. So now we got another chance, right, to retest it right there and create a bearish descending triangle. So most bears, they love descending triangle. It is something like, it's kind of like how bulls love falling wedge, right? Bears, they love descending triangle. If we break this range, it could move very fast to the downside with a possible 1-to-1 extension of this move, right? So we could easily hit our 250 range. So the 250 area we talk about, like on the macro scale, it is basically building up like on a lower degree. You can even confirm it with this descending triangle formation, right? So let's just keep that in mind, right? So Ethereum is very bearish, right? So breaking like a 318, 316, $300 range, things can move could move very fast, right? So let's take a look at Ethereum. What we talked about Ethereum back then, right? I think it was like a Ethereum BTC before the dump, right? So yeah, Ether BTC before the dump, we did say, you know, I did show you like the Ethereum bearish pattern formation, right? And you can see like 1-to-1 extension of this move. It did dip even like, you know, almost like 1.618 all the way down to like a 0.02. So we're creating the same type of a pattern formation right now. That's the same type of a pattern formation we creating on Ether USD, not Ether BTC, but on Ether USD, right? So it is something that we just have to basically keep it, try to basically keep in mind. And the volume on top of that, volume is very low, very aggressive drop. A pump to the upside, get rejected by the 21 EMA, most likely going to retest the $300 range, okay? Especially if BTC is going to retest like a you know, 10K area. So now let's go ahead and take a look at XLM for let's see if Emery, I think gold XRP Steve. Let's take a look at XLM for Steve first, and now we can move on to other thing. I haven't analyzed XLM forever. So that setup you see was like waiting. I was waiting for. I had a setup for XLM, a bullish setup for XLM when XLM was right there. Okay, was waiting for it to break above this blue line to basically pump to the upside, but it never basically bulls basically did not get the chance to break this blue line for a possible push to the upside. Right now, it seems like we could be in this falling wedge, right? It could be a possible falling wedge, a very boring one, right? And looking to basically retest the bottom of the trend line, okay? So it is something that we just have to keep in mind for XLM, right? So now let's take a look at XLM on the 3-day chart. So XLM on the 3-day chart, doesn't look so great, okay? As you can see, based on trend line analysis, you can see like bears can easily, right, make a good case of a possible, breakdown. If we break this level of 0.67, something like that, 6.7, we could look for our next fib level to the downside, right? Could look for our next fib level, which is like just about like 50% pullback, right? And 0.618. So we could easily get this move to the downside all the way down to like 4.5 cents. So short-term target for XLM, right? So it is pretty bearish, guys. So still making some low highs, right? It is something like you just have to keep in mind. Can we pump to the upside? Even if we pump to the upside, we got the 21 EMA right there. We're gonna still be making some lower highs, okay? So I just don't want to be bullish for this type of move, right? Because you could easily get a fake out and a reversal. The market is dropping down. I just follow the trend until we basically get another reversal pattern, right? It's gonna hurt a lot, XLM BTC, but next target for XLM, we could be looking for 50% to 0.618 pullback within the next few days and so on, right? So it's not going to be easy for most bulls, especially if they're looking to buy the dip. Bears just going to be shorting, all right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at a XRP. So for the XRP Moon Boys, seems like XRP Moon Boys are gonna be buying much cheaper XRP, right? So since like it is the start of a month, the first week of the month, let's start off with XRP on a monthly basis. So on a monthly basis, I said it multiple times, XRP, we need to close above the monthly 21 EMA. We're not going to be in a bull market until we close above the monthly 21 EMA. I said it when? I said it like back in like I think September 2019, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at it on Poloniex, right? So you can see like when I talk about it, was like May 2019, we managed to pump above it. I wasn't paying attention to the 21 EMA, but we got rejected. So I was like, guys, we're gonna need to basically try to close above it. July, right there, September. I was like, okay, we are looking good on September. We need to pump above it. We did get rejected, did not even like get close to it. And February, I was very bullish on, I was like, okay, if we can get, a close above the monthly 21 EMA, we could basically get a nice move to the upside. But guess what, guys? Guess what? We got a nice rejection, right? So, and this one we did close above it, right? But on Binance, we did not close above the 21 EMA on Binance, right? So only on Poloniex. So, and we did get rejected, and now we're getting rejected again. So XRP is not in a, is not in a basically strong momentum. You could say, oh, it is just a bull flag, blah blah blah, but I wouldn't buy it. Okay, I wouldn't buy it. And the level I'm looking for right now, for XRP, it is going to be like the 17 cents range, and after that we're going to be looking for the 10 cents level short term. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. We could easily drop back down to 10 cents to 11 cents level. So let's just keep that in mind. If you're very bullish and you're not patient enough, it could be very painful. All right, it could be very painful over the next few months. So, and you can see like these monthly candle, they very when they drop slowly. So it could be very painful, right? It could be a very painful drop all the way down to these levels if volatility remains very low. So keep that in mind, guys. So short term, it doesn't look good at all on the short term XRP short term analysis, right? So short term, we're looking to close below the 21 EMA. As you guys remember, back in like April, from April, guys, to July, right, all the way up from April to July, I did not basically try to mess with XRP. I tried to stay disciplined, and I was like, until we close above the weekly 21 EMA, I'm not gonna touch it. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it, right? So it moved sideways, was pretty much very painful, right, in a three-way move, right, for like over like 8 weeks and so on, right? But I just stay very disciplined, right? And as soon as we pump above it, we long it, guys, from 20 cents, low 20 cents, all the way up to 31 cents, over 50% move, right? So nicely. And after that, yes, I think I only took like one position on XRP from like, I think 25, 27, all the way up to like 30 cents. I was looking for 35, but got rejected again at 30 cents, right? And I did not touch it. So, but this time, okay, I'm going to be looking for lower numbers, not even try to like wait, because the momentum is downward, right? So best thing is like to just follow the momentum and basically look for those 17, 15, 16 cents range, short-term target, right? So 777 in the house, Chris. Yes, just keep buying more XRP. I mean, the worst case scenario is like it's not going to go to zero, right? So hey, what's up, Henry? So but the lower it drops, the lower the risk. Okay, so if something like drop 90%, it's either you basically sell it or you buy more, right? It's either you sell it or you buy more. So XRP is over 90% from an all-time high, right? So yes, it can get cheaper, but you just have to be very patient, right? It's being beat up very bad, but if you're not patient enough, you're not gonna see the big moves. All right, you're never gonna see it, right? So you just have to be very patient. I said it, this bear market, I've been saying it over since what, last year, like June last year. I said it, the bear market could last for another 2 years, guys. So but right now I wouldn't say 2 years, I would say like another year and a half, right? So because I've been saying 2 years for like forever now, right? So it could last for a very long time. So we just have to be very patient, guys. Very patient, very patient. So yeah, that's it for XRP, right? So most people would not basically believe like BTC gonna be in a bear market for 3 years. So most people have been like, man, we're just gonna be in a bear market for 1 year, sideways correction, and we're gonna pump to 50,000. Guys, in December, by like December, mid-December 2020, we're gonna be in a bear market for 3 years, guys. 3 years, right? So that's not a joke. It's 36 months. Okay, 36 months. So, and people have been calling for like 50, 100K, 1 million BTC and all of that. Don't fall for that nonsense, guys. I'm not saying we're not gonna hit 100K. I'm not saying we're not gonna hit 30K. All I'm saying is, let's not try to be some moon boys. Okay, let's not try to be trying to fool ourselves and put all our life saving into XRP or BTC and looking for BTC to hit like 100K to 100K and all of that good stuff, right? BTC has a very good chance to break 20K, but you just don't know when. The big question is when. So if you're always asking when, you could be very disappointed. Okay, you could be very disappointed. Try to rush the market when the market is not ready to go higher, right? So let's just try to keep that. Let's just try to keep that in mind, because I remember last year, most analysts been saying like, oh, BTC super cycle, okay, 40% pump. We going this time. We're going to 100K. These people, guys, they make how can I say? They are content creator, right? They are content creators. They create content to make money. They don't trade to make money. You see what I'm saying? So most YouTubers, they're not trading to make money. They might, they making videos to make money from YouTube. So I don't basically make videos to make money from YouTube. You see what I'm saying? I trade to make money. So let's just keep that in mind. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, be cautious about like everybody saying like we're going to the moon and all of that good stuff, right? Because they just want to want to get some views and all of that good stuff, right? So keep that in mind, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at another coin. OMG, oh my gosh. Right, so OMG, I had a target 3.5, right, and $3 range when it was $4. Now I sent it in my basically to Discord group, right? BNB reversing. Let's see. Man, CRB getting beat up. I see a slight reversal on the market, so yeah, hold on a second, guys. So let's take a look at OMG. So OMG got a nice double bottom. So when OMG was like almost $4, that's when I had this target down to like 3.5. We basically dumped down to it. Now we double bottom, so we can get this move back up to 3.8, right? So, but this move, however, this move can also be a wedge. It can be a wedge pattern, so you just have to be very cautious. So if you're looking for a short, you want to let it get some sort of a maturity, right? Because it can either, once again, I will take a look at it again, right? We can get this move, right? This three-way move pullback and get this move down, right? However, we can also get this move, right? We can get this move in a sort of wedge pattern, right? So, and retest like a 50% to 0.618 right there before dropping down. So I would just be cautious, especially if market going to be reversing within the next few hours and so on. I would just let it like get some give it like time to mature again, right? But it's not good time to short it right now unless you shorted it at like $4 and so on. So if you already in a long position, best thing to do is just put a stop loss at 3.4. Otherwise it could dip all the way down to like a 3.3 to a 3.1 range. So Tether is taking off. I don't have a position on Tether. You can get 200k XRP in 2 years. That's great. Over 100k. Can we check YF2? YF2 is dumping hard, man. So let's see. So it's dumping very, guys, I keep telling you guys, you just have to be very cautious. Crypto space is it's a very dirty market, and if we don't be careful, right, enough, we most likely going to get wrecked all the time, right? Because when this sucker came out, everybody was talking about Wi-Fi pumping to this sucker pumping, right? If you bought anywhere around like 6,000, right now it's like over $2,000, right? So you just have to be very cautious, like when these YouTubers pumping a new coin gonna come out, they don't even know anything about the coin, right? And they're gonna tell you that's a very good project. Man, come on guys. How many times, right? If you've been around since 2018, how many times, right, you heard of somebody saying that's a solid coin, that's a solid project, okay, that's a solid, come on, man. Come on, guys, come on, man. So it looks very bad, right? I was never bullish on this coin. Most of my position were like short, right, on this sucker. And now we broke like support right there, okay? Just broke support. Doesn't have any target to the downside, doesn't have anything. This can just drop all the way down to like a $200. I'm not saying it will, right, but it can just keep dropping. Okay, we just have to establish like some sort of a sideways correction and establish a good support area like we did right there, okay, in order to get a better analysis. But even if you don't want to do that, I can just take a look at it in terms of swing low to swing high and look for, and once again, I'm not saying it will drop down to 200. I was just saying, right? But all I'm saying is, if you were very bullish, like when this sucker was 10,000, it's 80% down right now. Okay, right now it is just about like 1.27 to 1.41. So we could see some sideways correction from this level of 1900, right, to 2100, 1.27, 1.41 right there. So that's a good level to be looking at for accumulation, sideways correction, for another push back up to like a 2500 and so on. So Tether is taking off. Let's take a look at Tether is taking off. So let's do it by like 78. It's just going back up to resistance, right? So I'm not that bullish on this. I already got the setup for this going back up to this range. I just did not send the signal. I just want to wait for it to get confirmed. But I was analyzing it like few hours ago. I was analyzing it, and I was like, okay, we could easily pump back up to this level of to this level of you know, red zone. So would wait at least within the next few hours to see a to wait for a possible rejection, right? So let's take a look at 6 hour while I'm looking at the 7 hour. So 6 hour volume looks good, right? Looks good, right? It looks good, but it is a double top, just like Omise Go. I showed you Omise Go, right? Just like OMG, right? You can see OMG double top right there, these two yellow lines, right? That's when I basically send the even before it, right? When it was like right there, okay, when it was like around $4, right? So when it dropped down to $4, I was like, this sucker, you know, we could be looking for you know, 382 pullback. And 382 pullback was like right around like 6 hour 100 EMA. Also nice confluence, right? So that's why I was kind of confident about the OMG call, right? So Uniswap, I was on the last dump. I was on Uniswap short on the last dump. I was riding a Uniswap dot Zilliker. And SXP also. I was riding SXP. I don't know why I got off SXP. Swipe was a nice one. Yeah, Swipe was a nice one. You see like the double tap also on Swipe, right? Right there. Yeah, I don't know why, but yes, I took the Swipe short right there, 155. 155 right there. Bang, bang. Let's take a look at Uni one, the Uniswap. So Uniswap, I got a target. We're most likely going to be breaking this 0.618. Next target I'm watching for Uniswap going to be right there at $3. Another 20 to 21% drop. Okay, so can it pump higher before dropping lower? Absolutely. Okay, you can do this, right? Pump above this range. You can see it. You can see the structure on the 6 hour, but lower degree. I could show you maybe on the lower degree. Yes, but it can pump back up to like at $4 and so on, right? Get rejected, and on the next dump, we could be looking for the 786 pullback to a 3-1. 3-1. Oh, land. I'm on land short right now. LEND. Let's see. Land. But I made a mistake and I added to my short on this drop. I just added to it and it bumped reversed back up. I saw the you know, this engulfing candle, right? I didn't like the low volume, but I was like, okay, let's just give it a shot, because I was already in a short position, so I was like, let me just give it a shot. But I added to my position, right, and it reversed, and because when you add to your position, you're gonna get a lower average. So now it's red now. So let's see. But this candle is pretty good. Okay, it's a pretty it is a pretty bearish candle, so looks great. And if you take a look at, if you look left, like you take a look at this range, it is pretty bearish. Okay, it's pretty bearish. So now let's take a look at daily. Yeah, take a look at the daily 21 EMA, multiple rejection, right? So I'm like, you know, I don't want to basically wait till we hit like a, you know, that's AVE, not yeah, that's AVE. Yeah, I don't want to wait till we we basically hit like a 40 low 40s, right, to basically take a short. Best thing to do, just try to take it right at the 21 EMA, as you know, closer to the 21 EMA. That's better, because if we hit the 100 EMA, you might be waiting forever for market to give you another, you know, another bearish pattern for you to take another position. What I mean forever, it could take like, you know, a couple of days. You see what I'm saying? So but it is a good range, even though it is you know, it is a solid support. We cannot close below 53, but it is a solid support, right? It is a solid support, but I'm taking it. Okay, I'm taking it. Let's see. Yeah, land. Let's land 3-day chart also. Actually 2-day. Okay, land 2-day chart actually. You got a mix of bullish and bearish pattern. What I mean by bullish and bearish pattern, right? Because right there we got a 3-way move correction, right? We could easily, if like, you know, market decide to reverse, we could easily try to retest the top. That's a bullish scenario, but you know my take, right? I'm leaning on the bearish setup. So let me show you the bearish setup. The bearish setup is like, we got a nice trend line, right? We got a nice trend line. We did break the trend line right there. Price pumped back above it, got rejected, right? And at the same time, price got supported by the 21 EMA on the 2-day basis, right? Got supported, broke it. Now it is acting as a resistance. So instead of me basically trying to favor the you know, the flat correction, right, which is a continuation pattern, right? I'm not going to favor the flat correction. I'm going to favor the moving averages, right? And the fact that we broke the trend line, and then you know, struggling to break the 21 EMA. That it is basically a solid argument. Like, we could be dropping lower, but if you bullish, right, you could easily say, hey, this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and wave number 5. That's also valid, right? It is a valid way of looking at it also. But my take, you know, is like, you know, we could be seeing much lower numbers, right? And if you take a look at it in terms of Fibonacci retracement, right, you can see like the fact that we're getting supported right there at 45 cents is not random. Okay, you take a look at it, we got this 236 double bottom, 236. If we break it, right, next support level going to be 382 pullback, and which is right around like 30 cents, which is like a longer term analysis, right? So something to keep in mind over the next few few hours and so on. Yeah, land, I'm my average is like 53.67, right? 53.67. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Doomsy? Dump it. Guys, we got 33 watching, and we got only 12 likes. That's less than 30%, guys. Come on, guys. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit the likes. So let's go ahead and take a look at Uni. I think we already talked about Uniswap, right? We already talked about Uni. So let's go ahead and take a look at Link. So Link, my previous analysis for Link was looking for this. First thing first, let's go ahead and take a look at Link on the higher time frame, right? So when Link was right there, just like I'm showing you about land, right? You see how Link getting rejected by the 21 EMA on the 2-day basis. Same thing with land, okay? Getting rejected. So Link, I was looking for like 7.8, which is like 2-day 21 EMA. We did hit it, right? we pumped back up to this level. I was like, guys, now let's zoom in, right? And we're going to be looking for 9 to 8.5. All right, so we already hit this target like on the high time frame, which is like 7.8. So you can see we hit our green box on the dot, and most people have been bullish because, you know, Link was making a slow drop, but most people did not pay attention to the double top, right? And you got a three-way move just like I just showed you on land, right? And you could be saying like that's a flat correction and we're going to be going to the upside. You're going to need much more than Elliott wave, Elliott wave to basically spot this bearish pattern. Okay, sometimes you're going to get a very bullish pattern, but you have to dig in, and you could basically change your mind if you dig in very deeply into the lower degree. So basically, Link, when it was like right there, I was like, guys, we're gonna be dropping, okay? But I sent the signal right there, okay, right on like $10. Even though it was a flat correction, but I sucked it up, right? And I was like, let's look for this move to the downside. Okay, that's a 15% drop. So Iceman just hit the likes. Thanks a lot, Ice. Time for a funny smoke. Second time, second time. Let's take a look at a DXY for the second time. So let's see. I think that's all I wanted to talk about, right? So I think, yeah, storage also gave us a top formation. I'm still looking for this 40 to 30 cents. Was looking forward to a double top just like land, but it seems like it's not yet looking to double top. But let's see if it breaks the 6 hour 100 EMA, we could easily get the 37 cents range, right? Easily. But waiting for the the double top is safer, right? Unless you can afford to put a stop loss like above 55, right? So if you are looking to short right now 45, you can easily take it to 37, which is a nice 1-to-1, right? That's 18. Yep, now about 1-to-1, right? If you can afford a 1-to-1. Let's get this crypto. Iceman in the house. So somebody want to take a look at the DXY. So the DXY, I think we already topped out, Chris, but let's see. All right, I think we already topped out. I'm seeing a lot of bearish pattern on alt, which is basically not giving me confidence to be very bullish on BTC, right? But we're just gonna take it as it is. I'm not trying to short the top or all that good stuff. 80% of my trading, like it is alt, right? So because BTC, I just take a position and wait, right? But alt, they drop like 4, 6, 7, 10%, just like these Wi-Fi and all of that good stuff. CRV, you can take those positions, okay? But BTC, I just take a position and I sit tight, relax, wait for a target, right? Let's take a look at the DXY. Tether is double tapping, so let's see. That could give us a confirmation of bearishness if Tether basically double top. DXY, same setup as we discussed last time, right? We got the falling wedge right there. We pumped it upside in a three-way move pullback, and retesting this level. So what we need to do, the bulls basically got to defend on a 6-hour basis. We got to get support from this level of 93.50 area. If we can find support at 93.50, we could easily look for another reversal pattern to the upside, right? Assuming, okay, this is going to be a 5-wave structure. This is going to be a 5-wave structure move to the upside. That's a bullish pattern, all right? That could easily, give us a 95 area, 95 dollar pushing back up to the 95 level, right? The bearish setup is like the move is already done, right? It's already finished. It is just a 3-way move pullback. It is just a 3-way move pullback like this, and then we're going to continue the downtrend, get a better falling wedge pattern. You see what I'm saying? And that's also possible, right? That is also possible. That is also possible. Let's check the daily. So, but looking at the daily time frame, I would stay at least bullish for now, right? We'll stay bullish for now because this move we already got the divergence on the lower degree. Basically, this move was calling for a reversal. We got the 3-way move. I would wait for at least a retest of the 100 EMA, get rejected, confirm the 5-way move, and then we can get another pullback down to this level of a 93, right? So next level I would be looking for, it is going to be daily 100 EMA, right? Could take a while, but nice support right there. Okay, nice support at the daily 100 EMA. So I don't like this divergence, but it is a divergence. Okay, I would love to see the dollar, right, giving us a I would love to see the dollar giving us a better divergence, which could be like something like this. Okay, retest like the double bottom, and price gonna give us 5-wave and retest the low, could even break it, right? Give us this move, and we're gonna get a very strong move from the dollar to the upside, right? That's a longer term analysis, right? So, but short term analysis, once again, daily 100 EMA. Mr. Mellow 101 in the house. What's up, Iceman? I mean, you got Kraken, right? You got all the exchanges. You got Bybit, you got Binance, right? All of those coins, all those exchanges. I'm not telling you to go do anything, all right? So I'm just telling you, they got any thought on Tether? I just talked about Tether. I said, my personal view is like it's double topping, and I was waiting for it. I'm waiting for it, right? So I would wait for a 4-hour rejection like that, right? We could see a nice 4-hour closing. The current 4-hour closing below like 74, 73 range, that could easily come from like a nice reversal, right? So, but let's just see. It could be in this range also forever for a possible fake out and all of that good stuff. But I was anticipating this move back up to that level. Hey, what's up, Iceman? Thanks a lot, Binance. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see if Binance yesterday shorted it down. It dropped all the way down to like 27.6. Now pump it back up, right? So let's see. It is looking good on the 4-hour time frame, right? And not a good volume. So it looks like it's going to be pumping. Okay, it looks like it's going to be pumping. But we'll need some rejection now. Just send it right there. It dipped down to the hourly 200 EMA, got supported. So let's see how it goes. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at BTC. So we still haven't got rejected by the 1 hour 100 EMA. So until we close above this 1 hour 100 EMA, I wouldn't be short-term bullish on BTC. I would just wait, because you know, similar to what we got right there on the 200 EMA, I said it multiple times, right? Whenever you get a very aggressive drop, wait for price to hit your 21 EMA, and you can take a nice short down. Okay, at least to retest the double bar, not at least, but could retest anywhere around like 50% to 0.618. If the move is aggressive enough, you just wait, right? Now we basically struggling to break it again. If we breaking it, so next level to look for rejection going to be just about like a 10.6 area. Okay, I was looking for 10.638 when the 211 EMA was 10.630, 10.638, but you know, price being lagging behind, could not basically go directly to it, right? Because you know, 211 EMA been rejecting the price forever, since forever. So doesn't look bad at all. CRV looks very bad, man. I don't know what's wrong with this coin, but it looks very bad. Looks very bad. It is just a preview of what's going on in the market. Same structure we most of alt doing right now. CRV already completed it, right? So just looking to dump now. So we could expect like alt to basically just follow the same pattern. Most alt, not all of them. Band, let's take a look at band, same structure. Was looking for this 5.6, right? Did not quite hit 5.6, but hit like 5.7, close enough, right? So, but next level we're going to be looking for to the downside, going to be rough around like $5 range, right? $5, right? So, and $5, it is nothing but if you do a swing high to swing low to swing high, right? It is going to be 1.27 to 1.41. Sometimes I don't add this stuff to my chart because I try to keep it very clean, right? So otherwise it'll be like too many lines and all of that good stuff, right? So we're going to be looking for this double bottom, a possible bear flag right there, a three-way move right there. Okay, could even retest it, bump back up before dropping down here or even lower, right? So, but either way you look at it, it is on a downside. All right, it's we haven't established a you know, a bullish pattern yet. The bullish pattern I was looking for early this week was looking for this pattern right there. Even though we got a bearish pattern, a flat correction right there, I tried to ignore it, right, and said it's there. Okay, it means we could easily we could possibly, all right, do this. I knew that, right? However, I was like, we could also possibly pump above this resistance line, right, and basically pump to the upside. So I was waiting for that pattern also, right? So not to be like always bearish, just to give like the bulls some give the bulls some chance to so basically that was my note, watching bulls to see you know, if they can push above this this level, right, for a possible long entry, but they couldn't. Okay, they did not, so I turned bearish. All right, guys, if you guys don't have any coins you want to talk about, I'm just going to call it a day, a night. It's been almost like an hour and a half. Dot. Let's take a dot. Yeah, dot is not a. Yep. Yeah, dot. We got a bigger descending triangle, right? So let's see. I just don't want this sucker to wick to the upside. That's my only concern. But if it follows CRV, you know, the Wi-Fi 1 and 2, right? Also follow Uniswap and all of that good stuff, it is most likely going to break this you know, this $4 range. Okay, it is most likely going to break it. Let's take a look at it on the lower degree again. Yeah, you can see like it tried to pump right there on a KuCoin, but very low volume. Let's go back. Volume was decent, but still low. Okay, still low. Still low. You'll be all right. I don't think we're gonna hit 12K. Not financial advice, but I don't think we're gonna hit 12K tonight or something like that, right? So the move is still choppy, pretty much like what you got right there. All right, that's the same choppiness you're getting. Okay, you just, you know, just doing this. Okay, it's just gonna come back down, man, to 10-4 and so on. So it's just gonna come back down. Zcash is giving us a let's take a look at Zcash on the higher time. So Zcash it is already giving us it's one of the most things can change, right? But it is one of the most, it is the cleanest bearish pattern right now in the market, right? So which is basically a drop, a three-way move pullback, right? And you're gonna just have to expect another drop down and another pullback right there sometime later. So we could easily either, I'm not sure if we're gonna drop down to like 41 and pump back up to like 52 before reversing down here. But all I can say right now, right, just take what I got, right? If we just want to take what we analyze what we see right now, right, and analyze the next pattern later on, because conditions can change, right? So we got three-way move, right? So we're gonna be looking for this move down, right? And at the same time, if you use your fib levels, 50% pullback going to be 42, 0.618 going to be 34 area. So it's not me saying it, right? It's just the chart is saying it. And same time, at the same time, if you take a look at it right there, you got this push to the downside. 1, 2, 3. What do you get next? Bang. 1, 2, 3. What do you get next? Bang. Okay. So that's what I'm anticipating. Okay, from Zcash. However, for a possible bearish, bullish pattern, right? We could. I'm not saying we will, but what I've seen recently is like Alta gonna give you your flat correction, right? And they're gonna give you another W right there. So, and then you're gonna think like it's a bull flag, and this sucker gonna continue the downtrend. So that's also possible. It is just gonna be noise, right? But I would rather focus on the this pattern, the bigger picture, and not try to focus on anything else right now. You're buy at 34. So let's see. Let's see if we can hit 34. I'm pretty sure most bulls gonna be buying at 0.618, right? So we got, most newbies gonna call this a double bottom, right? Just like Wi-Fi. I'm gonna show you Wi-Fi, right? So two or one, whatever, okay? You can see like this one, most newbies, right? They're gonna call it a double bottom, right? They're gonna call it a double bottom, and this sucker gonna just dump. So you just have to be very cautious, right? So especially when you get a double bottom to the left, right there, you got 1, 2, right? You got this push to the upside. You're gonna be like, man, we're gonna do the same thing. 1, 2, we're gonna do this, right? So, and this sucker just dumped, right? Let's see. Yeah, this one got a ugly head and shoulder pattern formation, right? Did not want to basically say to short at support, but as soon as we broke it, bang, okay, bang, bang. So our next level to look for definitely going to be 14,000 area. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna give you guys an update if market is looking very, very very crazy or something like that, right? I'm gonna give you guys an update. But everything you need to know, just watch my short-term analysis, right? And basically we discuss everything in my short-term analysis. If you're looking confused or all it, if you're looking confused or anything, just send a chart in our public Telegram group. Make sure to mention me so I can see your message, right? And I can take a look at your chart, and we can see what type of structure we could anticipate. It doesn't matter if you're bullish or bearish, right? I really don't care. I'm just gonna give you my personal my personal analysis, right? Unbiased. I don't care if you're bullish or bearish, once again, right? So Litecoin. Hey Chris, ask all your questions at once, so I'll go ahead and take a look at it. LTC. So Litecoin, same thing, similar to the rest of the crypto, right? Very choppy, sideways correction. As a 6-hour time frame, still making lower highs, right? We can start off with the bearish pattern because we don't have any bullish pattern so far. Okay, low, low. This is much lower. This is still lower. It can still do this and give you another lower right there, another trend line. But I'm not counting on it, right? I'm not even trading Litecoin. So let's take a look at the daily. Weekly. So I think the weekly gonna give us a better chance of a more rational analysis, right? You take a look at the weekly, just like the rest of the crypto, right? Like XRP, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and all of them, right? After they broke this 21 EMA, they pump all the way up to what? The 100 EMA. Litecoin did not retest the 100 EMA, right? But massively got rejected. So I don't see anything bullish on Litecoin right now, right? Even if if you want to basically just analyze the chart based on the volume, you can see like volume is being dominated by the bears. So bulls, they're not showing any sort of like any sort of fight, right? Strong fight to reverse the pattern, right? We at support level. That could be a bullish sign, right? But no volume, no buying pressure yet, right? So basically, as long as we basically stay below the 21 EMA for Litecoin, I'm gonna remain bearish on Litecoin. Okay, so I'm gonna remain bearish on Litecoin. So no sign of reversal. Target I would be looking for. That's going to be our next question. So right now we just hit like nearly 50% pullback, right? And most people love 0.618, but during a downtrend I love 0.786. So I love 0.786 on a strong downtrend. So let's see. First target going to be roughly around like 36 to a 35 range, right? And second target for Litecoin could be below $30, okay? Just about $30. So price is below the 200 EMA, guys. So on a weekly basis, right? So not a good sign. So let's take a look at Litecoin on a higher time. So the higher time frame not looking that great neither. That's a monthly basis. So we got a solid support on a monthly basis like since like December 2019, right? So which is like just about $38, which is like what we just talked about, 35 range, right? So we got to be able to stay above this range, right? And within the next few months, if like we want to create some euphoric moments, right, we got to be able to stay above this range and try to close above the monthly 200 EMA. That could create a very, very big move for Litecoin, right? A very, very big move for Litecoin. So as you can see, if you go back in like a March 2017, as soon as we pump massively, you can see like the 21 EMA on a monthly basis, right? Basically been keeping the keeping the price down for like almost like November, right? November 2015, right? All the way up to like February 2017, over 14 months, right? Over, that's a lot, okay? That's a lot, okay? November, like over 15 months, okay? 15 months we've been it's it been moving like a sideways before the next pump. So similarly, okay, since like when September 2019, and it is almost like September 2020, 1 year, okay, Litecoin cannot break this monthly 21 EMA, just like XRP. So it is not that great, right? but it is something like we have to deal with, right? Just have to deal with it. Right? On a monthly basis also, if you that's why I love the macro, because you can analyze the macro, give you an unbiased analysis, without having to worry about like whether you're going to be right or wrong tomorrow, because you are likely to be wrong a lot when you do a macro analysis. Why? Because if I say like Litecoin going to be dropping down to like 22 and Litecoin pump right there up to 54, people are going to say you're wrong. But you're giving guys, like I'm giving you guys a macro analysis. I'm not saying it's not going to pump 10%. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's going to drop right away down to 22 also. So that's why it's not very easy to give like a macro analysis, because most people are short-term got a short-term view, right? So yeah, so either way you look at it, it is a support. We're gonna, if like we break it, it's gonna look nasty. It's gonna look nasty. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jude Moonboy in the house? XRP fan. Ice man, you don't sleep, man. Yeah, macro analysis, you're gonna be wrong a lot. Okay, you're gonna be wrong a lot. What I mean, you're gonna be wrong a lot is like whenever you call, like for instance, I'm gonna call BTC dropping down to like 3K, but basically might pump to a 11K tomorrow, right? So people are gonna say like you're wrong, but you're not saying it's gonna do it tomorrow, right? So hey, I'm just joking, Chris. Don't worry, man. Don't say sorry. Brock Robinson, beer. Let's drink some beer. Oh, that's not beer. That's ginger ale. I think we analyzed everything. Yeah, that's Neo also getting rejected by the 21 EMA on the monthly. OMG still dipping down. Oh my god, you swap. Seems like market is dumping again. Yeah, it's dumping again. Let's take a look at DOT. Low leverage and stop loss. Yeah, you gotta have it, man. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm gonna look to do another live stream tomorrow if I have some time, right? All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Be cautious and be safe. All right. Thanks a lot for tuning in.